Yep, that's me. 40 plus hours into Dark Souls, fighting what some say is the hardest boss fight of the game. My stubbornness got the best of me, and instead of trying new techniques, grinding for levels, or even learning basic game mechanics, I did the same fight over and over and over again. But I'm getting ahead of myself. To understand how someone would willingly put themselves in this situation, we have to understand a couple important things about Dark Souls and the type of gamer I am. Dark Souls is a hard game. At least, that's what everyone tells you about it. And compared to the average game, Dark Souls is difficult. There are hidden traps that instantly kill you, there are long spans between save points, and even the most basic of enemies are lethal. The world is huge and forces you to improve while you trudge along in areas that you're definitely not supposed to be in yet. And in a normal game, these elements would make for a terrible game. But Dark Souls is not a bad game. In fact, it is a great game. Persevering through these challenges is what keeps players engaged and feeling rewarded. They're not intimidated by bad odds, unbalanced mechanics, and constant repetition because despite everything, Dark Souls is a fair game. Or at least it feels that way. Every obstacle in Dark Souls is learnable and feels well within the player's control. There are clear techniques that can be used to overcome each challenge, so long as you're willing to put in the time for the difficult education process. In most games, dying is used purely as a punishment for players, but in Dark Souls, dying is used as a mechanism to teach players how to not tackle challenges, letting players experiment and explore without hand-holding or over-explaining the world. It forces the player to experience the game unfiltered and rewards players for being creative. Before you know it, you're learning new strategies and getting better at the game through innate reaction. It's because of this design that when asked how to overcome the challenges, the community tends to respond with "get good," as it usually is the source of most players' problems and a critical piece of experiencing any Souls-like game. Trial and error. Reading some guides here and there, adapting your approach to finally reach victory is how most players are supposed to experience the game. But what happens when you place an ignorant gamer who's too stubborn to adapt against a game like Dark Souls? Well, you get a lot of hard lessons. While every gamer has their preferred style of playing RPGs, many would agree that there are better approaches than others, and it's important to adapt playstyles to the game being played. But in my case, regardless of the game, I tend to take this same approach. Build the beefiest and hardest smacking character I can without complicating the most important button, the hit enemy button. And in a game like Dark Souls, that approach doesn't always work. Yes, one-shotting basic enemies is nice, and essentially not fearing status effects like poison or bleeding is fun, but when the game is ready to take off its gloves, it's easy to get left behind. Yet, sheer stubbornness is a force that should not be taken for granted. When presented with difficult challenges, a brute force approach is grueling, draining, and can kill the fun of any activity. But when used enough times, it can get the job done. This was, and still is, my video game approach. Instead of changing what I'm doing, I often just keep forcing my approach until the game submits to me and I come out on top. That is how I played the entirety of Dark Souls. I would find a weapon that dealt more damage, equip it, and refuse to use anything different until I found something better. And early on in my gameplay, I stumbled upon the renowned weapon that was destined to be my undoing. Zweihander? A powerful two-handed sword that could lay down the law in any strength build. It was slow and incredibly unforgiving when you missed, but every time it connected, it decimated enemy HP. Because I gravitated towards this weapon very early on in my playthrough, I was presented with a few critical problems. First, I never learned how to block or parry attacks. The weapon was slow and blocking felt like a waste of time in a deal damage strategy. Next, weapons with big swings like this don't work well in tight spaces, so death due to stupidity was common. Third, because the base damage was so high, I never took the time to learn anything about armor, upgrading weapons, or even what items did beside the healing potions. All of these things set me up for an unknown struggle that I was soon to experience in Anor. After trekking through one of the most obnoxious areas in the game, players find themselves faced up against a giant blocking a destroyed gate. And while most players might know how to deal with a big dude in a tight space, I just got lucky and watched as he yeeted himself from the stage. Yay! Guys, I did it. I then did what everyone does and immediately touched the ring, bringing on a surprising cutscene and a one-way trip to Anor. Saying Anor was bigger than life is an understatement. The enemies are bigger, the architecture is gargantuan, and the difficulty spike was clearly felt. To really accentuate the change, they even included one of the early game bosses as a standard enemy in the area. But a couple of puzzles and levers later, players are faced with their first real challenge that veteran players fear: the archers. To get into this very big castle, you have to navigate the tightrope walkways around the outside until you can finally reach some solid ground. All the while, these giant archers are shooting ballistas at you, and for someone who never learned to block, you would think this would be my greatest challenge yet. But actually, it was the tight spaces problem knocking me off the edge constantly that was the real challenge. And after passing that challenge, I found myself inside the castle ready to explore. There are many strong knights, a couple mimics, and one very angry demon. Then one short jump later, I was able to negate most of the challenge. I opened the loop around door and found myself in a grand hall eyeing the dreaded white fog wall, the kind that indicated a boss was waiting for me to enter. I attacked some of the locals, opened a few more doors, and even met a giant blacksmith before deciding to finally see what lay on the other side. Oh, it's a cutscene. That's bad. Oh. Oh? Why did they put his nipple... What? There's two. Why'd they put his nipples in his armor? I was met with a lion-faced speedster and... So after a few failed attempts, I decided it might be best for me to come back later. How many times have I died to this boss? Oh, f***! Oh, f***! I made a mistake! Shit! I think I have to go somewhere else.
3 weeks later.
Since I was live streaming this game, I had been playing it about once a week for 4 to 5 hours at a time. Between that week gap, I would often forget things like what I was doing or how to play the game. Did this have a noticeable impact on my gameplay? Yes. But did it get in the way of me beating the game? Also yes. Those 3 weeks made me completely forget what to expect from these two knuckleheads, and essentially I was going back to square one. Not that I made much progress anyways. Dodged his arrow light, I'm gonna get smacked up. Woo! Baby boy! Would you guys be impressed if I beat this in first try? Killer's my advantage, but that doesn't... Oh, they got me. So why is Ornstein and Smough so hard? Up until this point in the game, every single boss fight was just a single hard enemy and maybe a couple smaller creatures. The patterns could be fast, but they were still coming from a single, very learnable foe. Ornstein and Smough not only had the advantage with numbers, damage, and health, but they each had their own AI that really didn't care about what the other one was doing, which I'm told is correct lore-wise. Thus, using a strategy of waiting for the right moment to hit your target is a nearly impossible one to pull off. Combine that with single mistakes costing you most of your health, AoE attacks, super speed, lasers, and a constantly flopping schlong in your face, it's not hard to see why this fight is difficult for players. So difficult, in fact, that only half of the players that play Dark Souls even beat this boss. But I was not going to be discouraged. I wanted to beat this game, and no one was going to stand in my way. So I focused solely on this one fight. I was learning the patterns and seeing some improvements. And after 39 failed attempts, I had finally made some progress. I got him! One down! Wait. Oh, shit. But Dark Souls had other plans. Oh no. As it would turn out, this boss fight did have a second phase. Depending on which of the two bosses you downed first, the other would absorb their friend's power. From what I could tell, Smough got some of that lightning, making him drain more stamina per hit and take less damage. Oh, and deal more damage. A lot more damage. You're one-shotted me! I gave it a few more attempts before throwing in the towel for the night. Got a halberd. And he's fighting him. Bam! And I'm dead. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's sufficient. I was not mentally prepared for a second phase, and I needed some time to reset. I knew future me would beat them for sure. Today, we have a very clear mission, and I'm not messing around. You guys might see my title and be like, oh, the fucker, he's clickbaiting us. No. I'm not. We've been playing Dark Souls now for a few months. I have to know when to call it quits. If I get to the end of the stream and I do not beat Ornstein and Smough, I will uninstall Dark Souls. I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna win. At this point, I had logged over 40 hours into Dark Souls, and I knew that if I didn't beat this fight, I would never be able to do so. It was time to see if my pride and stubbornness was enough to overcome Dark Souls' hardest boss fight. So I got to work grinding and learning the patterns. And sure, I would mess up a couple of times. And then a couple more. But that wasn't enough to stifle my goals. I was a machine. I would die and immediately return. I would get launched and be right back at the gate, ready to go again. Nothing mattered more than defeating those two bastards. I'm going to win today because I'm stubborn, and it's gonna happen, but then I'm going to leave the room and just be killed by all of those things outside. I'm dead. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We keep going. We go again. Ornstein, we were just getting started. I was gonna sit you down and prepare a nice little dinner for you, and then I was gonna, well, we're gonna do a little bit of sword poking. Got him. All right, phase 2, everybody. Run. I am in the wrong spot. Healing does not matter. He one-shots me no matter what. Woof. Okay. I believe. Okay. God, that has more range than I'd like. The deaths started to wear down on me, and my community started to take notice.
If you decide to go for hitless mode, just take off armor.
I mean, that's true. My only worry is taking off armor in the middle of combat. No, not changing weapons. I've practiced too much with this weapon. Yeah, to reinforce my weapon here, I need large titanite shards. And I have no idea where to get those. We decided to mix it up. If me wearing armor didn't matter for the upgrade Smough fight, then why wear armor at all? What? Oh, whoa! Oh, he still stabbed me. How? Ooh. Oh, damn it! I should be better at the game. Yeah, probably.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because...
I don't think this would make a good YouTube video. I died 150 times to one boss. Watch as I do the same thing over and over again. If my weapons were too slow, maybe I should try something else. New moves, new patterns, none of it matters. 600 damage. That was cute. Like, I've got this dragon greatsword. Am I allowed to equip this now? How do you respond to that? Aww, it's not as much damage. I mean, the strong attack is cool as fuck. It's not as much damage as I'd like to see. Weapon at risk already? Excuse me? That explains it. So don't do that. So we got this Dragon King Great Axe too. Let's see how this one goes. Come here. Okay. Well, that was cool. Really not as much damage, but let's go upgrade it. It was around attempt 140 that my chat pointed out something major. I need 10,000 souls and 5 scales. I don't have either of those. So 10k soul, wait, am I reading it right? Oh, I own 5. I only need 1. Okay, I guess we're gonna upgrade it. Have I been able to upgrade this thing the whole time? It turns out that by failing to learn the basics, I was continuing to shoot myself in the foot. All right, guess what, guys? It's plus 10 now. And the upgraded Zweihander's damage was immediately noticeable. That's more damage. I almost can one-shot these now. Yeah, that's a little more damage. I think this is winnable. I could have literally leveled that the entire time, and I feel so dumb. I thought the requirement there was I needed 10, so I didn't even consider that I could level it. It turns out this whole time I could have just done more damage. I was improving. I not only understood the fight, the attack patterns, the correct timings, but I was actually landing hits efficiently. And what's the point of battling if it leads to death? You're right, yes.
It's time to go.
This is it. Oh! Damn it, Smough! What's gonna happen here? It's not like it's gonna give me that extra point of health. Yeah. That's what I thought. I was being more careful and steady. It was only a matter of time before I would for sure win this fight, but my time was running out. Yes, I'll make sure to close that. Thank you. Have a good night, As a father of 3 young kids, I knew that realistically, I couldn't stay up all night gaming. It was now in my last hour, and if I couldn't get them down by 1 a.m., I had to end my Dark Souls run. All right. F***ing Smough every time. Oh. Damn it. Whew. You and Smough, pretty boy. Damn it. I get stuck in this corner. That's my fault. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. DST strategy. Hit, run. Hit, run. As promised. Lightning. Let's win. Let's fucking win. That didn't do as much damage as I had hoped. I done goofed. I made it harder. What the f hit me? Like, genuinely, what hit me there? Oh, is he throwing rubble? Ugh. No. Oh my god. Why did I heavy slam? Move. Damn it. Wombo comboed. No. Woo! Got him. One down. Here we go. I just don't know what the safe zone is for this dude. You know? Oh, shit. Did we live? Oh, I lived. What do you guys think? Should I heal or should I not? Heal? Okay. All right, let's heal. Damn it. I'm learning his attacks because I shouldn't have healed. Damn. We could do this. It's fine. It's minor setback. Minor setback. Come here. He's doing it. It's my time. Come on. Where are you? My turn. Sorry, bitch. Okay. Turn. Damn it. Get back here. Woof. Okay. Maybe I just try to stick on his butt. Stick it up his ass.
Yoink.
Damn it. Come on. Get up on him. Get up on that dick. I keep seeing the naked man. It's hard for me to see the armor. Whoa! Okay, new attack. Didn't like that.
Nope.
What? Okay. Got him. Missed. Come on. Got him. Okay, guys, we got this. Oh my god, we got this. I'm not letting this happen any other way. You have to attack. You have to be initiator. Okay, he's doing secondary swing. Okay. Yes! Yes! We did it. We f***ing did it. Yes! 50,000! Holy shit! Holy shit! After 173 failed attempts and reaching the second phase only 9 times, I had finally done it. I was able to light a new bonfire and enjoy my reward. Be wary of amazing chest. Alright, here's our reward, everyone. Oh my god. The feelings of success and persevering through this challenge made me feel excited for what's to come next. I mean, if I could beat Ornstein and Smough, how hard could the rest of the game be? He's gonna shoot more purple at me. He just exploded. Oh no. Sanctuary Guardian? What the f***? Oh, f***. He's doing his rage thing. He's not even... Do I have to f***ing touch his tank? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I am so dead. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, I don't like this. Are you f***ing kidding me? Oh, my God. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. He's got such a sick fire sword. Oh, I'm dead. Thanks for sticking around to witness one of my greatest successes and failures in my gaming history. I really enjoyed my playthrough of Dark Souls, and I'm looking forward to trying out some more difficult games. If you have game ideas, feel free to suggest them down in the comments below, or better yet, go ahead and post them on the community Discord. I've been Xaviar, and I hope you have a great day.